Hi everyone, my name is Malashree from E2E Hiring Mentorship Program. Today my topic is Singleton Design Pattern. Okay, what is Singleton Design Pattern means? It is used to restrict the instantiation of class and ensures that only one instance of a class exists in the JVM. In other words, we can also say a class can have only one class object. Is called Singleton Design Pattern. So why we need Singleton Design Pattern means to restrict the instantiation of a class and ensure that only one instance of the class exists in the JVM. Means we will provide a global access to point to the instance of the class. In singleton pattern we use for logging, driver subject, catching and thread pool. Where we use? Where we use means if a class required the control the action throughout the execution, only one class is required. In a class shouldn't have multiple classes because multiple instances in case at any cost. That's why we using singleton design pattern. There are some implementation types. In two types are the implementation in singleton design pattern. First we can see class level member eager initialization method. There are some rules in eager initialization method. First, make constructor as private, and then second one is make a private constant static instance of the singleton class, then write a static method that we have created of class member instance. In a fourth, we can also mark a static member as a public to access the constant static instance directly. And fifth one, to the singleton class different from the normal Java class, we can use the get instance method. Here some example for the eager initialization method. First we are declaring the public class singleton class, then we are creating a singleton class object here, private static final singleton class new, and then we are created a constructor as a private singleton class. Then we are creating one method as get instance and we returning the singleton instance object. Second one is class level member lazy initialization method. Here some rules are make a constructor as private and make a private static instance of this singleton class, but we cannot initiate it in this lazy initialization method. And third is write a static instance member of the null and create the instance. At least it returns an object. Here we can see some example for the lazy initialization method. In lazy initialization method, we are created one class as singleton class, and here we are not creating any object. We are just declaring the null, and then we are creating one private as a singleton class constructor. Then the method is get instance method. We are using if condition. If single instance is null, then we are creating one new singleton class and we're returning the singleton instance. Okay, we can go for one example so we can easily understand the what are the program in that basis. First, we can take one class, public class A, and now private static A object equal to new A and private and we are making a private constructor and then we are making one method public static case get A. Here we are creating returning obj, returning the object and then I'm creating one method, another show method. In the site, I'm printing your work. This is a main class single object we have created. In this class, we can mention the main method. Now we are calling the method, okay? In this, okay, we having some the error. So I had done the private. Okay. So we can save this program and we can run. Okay. Now the output is hello world. And here we can see first why we are using the static member, because it gets the memory only once because of the static. It contains the instance of the singleton class and private constructor. In private constructor, it will prevent the instance of the singleton class, means a class from outside the class, it restriction the constructor to create an outside the object. And the method as a static method means this provides the global point of access to the singleton object and return the instance of the caller. If you are not giving a public, means we cannot call that method. So we are using public to call that method using the reference. Okay. Thank you.